Merry Christmas, baby.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Maria Nairobi. For all my new babes, hey girl, hey. For all my supporters that been rocking with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so appreciated. All right, y'all. So I wanted to come with another video about my BBL experience. I am now 2 years post, but before we get into that, let's subscribe. Let's hit the bell so you can stay alerted with all my new content. Let's tell this algorithm that you want Maria Nairobi. Definitely subscribe. Tell your mama, tell your baby daddy, tell your husband, tell whoever you need to tell to subscribe. They won't regret it. But let's just get right into this video. Okay. So, and don't mind this, y'all. Oh, I feel like I got like a dinosaur on my face. But anyway, I am now 2 years post. I'm like 2 years, 2 or 3 months post. I had my BBL liposuction surgery in November 2020. So I do have, I believe, 2 videos up already about my initial experience and some tips. I have another one out of my 1 year, I believe I was 1 year at that time, post video. And now I am 2 years post. I wanted to come back for a few different reasons. I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram about me being awake during the surgery. I've also been getting questions like, okay, you're 2 years post, like what happens? Like, do you get fat? Like, how do you keep the fat off? Like, do you naturally keep it off just by the surgery, or do you have to do something? So I say, you know what? It's time for another video. It's time for an update. And then I probably have some supporters that don't even know, or followers, subscribers, babes that doesn't even know that I had a BBL. I will have a video of how my body looks now. But yeah, so let's start with, yes, I was awake during my surgery. I did go to, I butcher his name, guys. I went to Dr. Sergei. He is located in New York, Manhattan, New York. He actually just opened up another location, I believe, in Florida. He was amazing. I really don't have much to compare it to, just because that was my first and only cosmetic surgery. However, his energy was really nice. He listened to me. I did go to an in-person consultation. It was during the middle of COVID. You could do it over a phone, or you could go. I wanted to go. I wanted to feel his energy. I really wanted him to see my body. My weight at that time, I believe, was 145. I did not have a lot of fat at all. So I definitely wanted him to see me, because I didn't want to get botched. I wanted him to see like where the fat was, what he can do with it, because I really did not want to use any silicone, any plastic, anything that was not originally a part of my body. So I went to New York, I would say, about 3 different times, and some consultations and different things. So yeah, he was real with me. Like, look, this is where I'm going to take from. I think he referenced at one point like SpongeBob, but which is hilarious because I really didn't have a lot of hips at all. I did have a little butt though. Like, I had a cuff, so it looked like it was trying to come in, but it just never did. And it's funny because my mom used to say, like, Maria, when you have kids, it's going to happen. Nairobi's 4. It was never going to happen. But anyway, so I did that. I decided to be awake because for me, I felt that it was safer. I did have to get the okay from my cardiologist. I do have a background with like heart issues, so I did have to get a lot of clearances in addition to blood work. So you have to get blood work, and then since I did have a heart condition, he needed clearance from my cardiologist. So I did all of that. Everything came back a-okay. I decided to be awake because when you go under anesthesia, it causes a bigger margin of something can go wrong. It's way more risky. So I'm like, no, I can be up. Like, I could take pain. I took a C-section, and literally that same week I was walking up steps and everything. I didn't even take the medicine that they gave me. I just took Tylenol. Like, I really have a very high tolerance for pain. So I said, look, this is what I'm going to do. I get there. He gave me some pain meds. Then he numbed me. He took from my back, like my upper, like right around this area. He took from my stomach. And the little, like, areas where he punctured and sucked the fat out is so small. And then he put the fat back into my hips and my butt. The procedure, I don't even remember how long it was, but when I say it was so fast, like, It was over before it even began. Like, it was so quick. It was uncomfortable though, babes. I won't sit here and tell you a glamorized story of it. It was very uncomfortable. It wasn't painful. Someone just DM'd me and asked me, like, like, I'm so scared of being awake, but I don't want to do like the sleep version with the anesthesia. And it's totally doable, but I was uncomfortable. You could feel the pressure because he's putting that ride up and he's sucking fat out, and then he's using another ride and he's putting the fat in. So you can feel it, but you really can't because you're numbed. It's like if you ever had a C-section, you probably can feel them tugging. It's similar to that. So it was times where I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like he's cutting through my skin. Like, it wasn't like that. Again, the procedure was really quick. He did have a nurse on site that was helping him. He talks to you through the procedure. He's making sure you're okay. You can see like the fat he's taking out, and he's referencing like how many cc's it is and telling you what he's putting back in. So from there, I went home the same day. Of course, I couldn't drive. I like laid on the back of my seat with like pillows. I did not use the medication that he provided. They do provide like pain meds, like the real deal. I believe it was oxycodone. I don't know how to, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was oxy something. I'm not into meds. Like, I just don't want to ever be addicted to anything. So I decided to use Tylenol. Again, was it painful afterwards, my recovery process? No. It was just very uncomfortable. Like, you don't understand how it's a privilege to sit on your butt until you get a BBL, where you can't lay on your butt, you can't sit on your butt for months. All right, so I'll leave that there because I have a whole video on like my lymphatic massages and like how that went. So let me just move on to how I am now. Oh, let me just leave before I go there. Would I recommend being up? Yes. I want less risk as possible, and I don't want to go in no anesthesia. I'm sorry. Anything can happen. Like, no. Like, you can look it up on your own, like what the benefits and what's the risk, and you could do that on your own. But personally, I was just like, I'll be up. I obviously survived it. I didn't have any issues with infection. I didn't have any issues with it. Like, I was botched. Like, my butt looks like supernatural. All right, moving on along. So I'm 2 years post now. I don't work out. So before I had this surgery, my daughter was about 2, like 1.5, and I snapped back, and I lost more weight than I was smaller then than I was before I had my daughter. So I didn't have a lot of like fat to work with. With that being said, I didn't want to work out. Like, I'm scared to work out now because I don't want to lose the fat. The doctor told me, Maria, the more you lose weight, the less your butt will be full. The more you gain weight, your butt will be fuller. So it's just like kind of common sense. So I'm like, I am not going to gain any weight. I'm not going to lose any weight, but I'm damn sure not going to do no cardio, because usually if I was to work out, I would just do cardio. So COVID hit. I obviously kept my weight down because I had my surgery in November, and I was good. Gucci. Child, I gained over 20 pounds. So in the 2-year period after I had the surgery, I gained 20 pounds. Probably about 25 pounds. And when I say the booty is fat, fat. Like, I'm going to insert a video somewhere here. And I'll try to find some videos if I have any, like, or pictures how it was before. But yes, I gained weight, y'all. And don't get me wrong, like, I love the way my butt looks. Like, it's so full, it fluffs, so it's like jiggly, like, it feels like my ass, no doubt. And I always had thick thighs, so my thighs match, so it's just like perfect to me. However, the fat ain't only going there. Like, I gain weight in my arms, in my face, in my stomach. I got back rolls now. So I heard some, like, I go through some comments when I'm looking at like plastic surgery videos or whatever, and it seems like there is a misconception out there that after you get plastic surgery, you don't have to work out, or you don't have to eat right, you don't have to have a fitness regimen. You do. If you want to say how you look when you first got that surgery, you do have to watch what you eat. You have to exercise. Like, and probably sooner than later. They will tell you once you are ready to start working out. They'll give you that period, like, okay, you can go back to the gym or whatever your regimen was. So now I'm looking like, dang. And now I'm still scared because I'm like, I'm a cardio person. I never like lifted weights or did like target fitness where I'm like, oh, I want to work on my legs. So my legs are like cellulite. So I want to like target my legs. I never did that. I don't even know how to do it. So now I'm like struggling with like, how do I lose the weight that I need to lose without losing my butt? Because it's like I said, it's amazing. Like, I love the way it looks. So yeah, y'all, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I was saying that I maybe could get a trainer. I really don't trust them. I think a lot of them are pervs, and there are some amazing ones out there, but some of them is like, I don't know about you, bro. But I am uncomfortable, like, especially with my back rolls. Like, I didn't have this much back rolls when I was pregnant. Like, I want to wear certain things, and I'm like, dang, like I can feel the fat flipping over a little bit. I'm dramatic, y'all, but for real. So, however, I should have why, and it's fitness with me, but it's also I've been eating. Like, when I say eating, like cheesesteaks and bed. Like, you have to pay attention to those things, like, because you will blow up. That liposuction is not going to save you, sis. It's not. It ain't save me at all. So I guess, I mean, I'll stop rambling on. I guess my recommendation for anybody that has a surgery already or is thinking about getting one, definitely do your research. Like I always say, make sure you're mentally prepared for something like cosmetic surgery. Make sure you look into the pros and cons of being awake, being not awake. Look into your doctor. Again, like my doctor, I'll have everything in the description box about him. He was amazing. It was affordable. But also, like, have a plan. Have a plan. Like, don't think that you could just get plastic surgery and it's just going to be done. Like, you don't have to do anything for the rest of your life. It's not like that at all, by any means. And I am a walking, like, example of that. Now, granted, I still love my body, but I could have done a lot better with just being a little more fit and a little more conscious with my diet. Moving forward, what I'll be doing, I'm just cutting back because, again, I'm so scared to get in the gym because I know how to lose weight. Like, I know how to lose 20 pounds. But I go straight for cardio, and I restrict my eating to certain things. But again, I work too hard for this ass. Like, I don't want to lose it. So I think right now, just for health reasons too, I just need to cut back on the fried foods, the greasy foods, the red meat. So that's what I'm doing now. And that's the update, y'all. Like, I get a lot of questions on Instagram or in person. The people that know that I had surgery, please keep them coming. I am totally transparent and supportive to women that is not for it, that is for it. Like, it's your choice. But I'm here for any questions. If you ever have questions for me, please do not feel like I'm not going to answer it or it's weird or anything. Like, I don't think that at all. I definitely want to share my experience. So hopefully it can help you make the best decision for you. And that's basically it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you can stay alerted with all my new content. I got a lot of fashion stuff coming. And also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle will be right here. And that's basically it, guys. Happy holidays. I love you, babes. Bye.